everybody, welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, and today, once again, we are in another hero Japanese car. Currently in Osaka, Japan, and this particular car is the Mazda RX-7, the FC to be exact. This particular car, it is quite special because if you followed Initial D, you're gonna know this one, and oh yeah, this thing is good. Now, this legendary car, again, was shown off and really made famous in the Initial D anime series. And the leader of the Redsuns, mate, and this particular car, I have rented it here in Osaka, and they have made it basically pretty much a copycat of that Initial D vehicle. You know, even down to the license plate on this car, it does say the 1337, I think it is. Even down to the decals on the side of the vehicle here, you know, we've got the red lettering on the back quarter here. It doesn't say the Redsuns, but it does say Mr. Hero, which is the company that rents these vehicles out. And it's just a nice attention to detail that they've done those subtle things. And when you look at this car, you know, it's done in the white color again here, and it is a handsome thing. I love cars from that magical time period of the late 80s, early 90s, and these RX-7s, also known as Savannas, were launched here in Japan from 1985 all the way up till 1992. And then, of course, we did see the release of that legendary FD, which just about everybody knows. Just getting onto it a little bit. And oh, the Touge, mate, you really got to be careful. And, you know, this thing only weighs about 1.2 ton. It's got the 13 BT engine. So this is a 1.3 liter twin rotor rotary engine, which is turbocharged. And this thing puts out something like 200 horsepower and about 265 Newton meters. So, you know, it might not sound like a huge amount, but let's not remember when this thing came out. We're talking nearly over 30 years ago here, and it only weighs 1.2 tons. So rear wheel drive, we got the 5-speed manual, and she likes to rev. You know, this definitely feels like it's got that more old school punchy turbo feel to it. You know, you get it up to 5,000 onwards, it kind of really starts to move, this thing. And just the magical roads here in Japan, you got all these tunnels. Oh yes, mate, and let's not forget pop-up headlights. You gotta love them. It's so cool to see the view out front, you know, with the pop-up headlights. You got a really nice view all around. You know, you do sit kind of nice and low in this car, but it's quite airy and open all around you. And look, just even down to the steering wheel, it's just this really bare bone wheel. It's just a nice thin design. There's no buttons on it. And, you know, it's got a nice feel. There's no really center vagueness. You know, you turn it, you can feel exactly what those front wheels are doing, and you get on it. Another tunnel. It's not a rocket ship, this car, but it is really fun to just take it to 7,000 RPM. It's just a joy. You know, the pedals are really easy to use. You can heel toe nicely in this car. Short throws with the 5-speed. Oh, yeah, just, you can really feel how balanced this car is. You know, the suspension still is quite soft, so, you know, you can still feel the car lean a little bit here when you really push it, but the front end is light. You know, that rotary up front just really gives this car a nice balanced feel. The brakes seem to work really well. Turning circle is actually pretty reasonable in this car. You gotta love the rotaries just for that. You know, look, these cars, they're definitely not the most reliable vehicle out here. They aren't. You know, there's no getting around that. You get a rotary, there's gonna be problems. But if you are semi-mechanically minded, or you've got basically a wallet that can support one of these things, these cars, when they are running right, just simply drive like nothing else. And it almost, you know, I ride motorcycles here, and I kind of always compare them a little bit to, it's almost like you're in between a car and a motorcycle in this thing, because they redline so high, they're so free-flowing, and it just loves it. They absolutely love to be revved. And these vehicles actually need to be revved, because if you're constantly driving this car, you know, around the 2,000, 1,500 RPMs, it doesn't like it, and you're gonna have problems. Now, if you guys are enjoying this type of content, please make sure you guys go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell notifications, because I've been here in Japan for the last 5 or so weeks, and I have got a lot more content on the way. So guys, if you're enjoying this, please hit the red subscribe button. Really does help me out. Now, instead of you guys hearing me dribble on and on, let's just hear this rotary go for a bit, shall we? Really, really rewarding car to push hard. It just is. You know, again, modern cars will absolutely destroy this thing on a time, but there's something just so engaging about pushing this thing to the limits, getting on the brakes, you know, changing your own gears, rev matching on these beautiful mountain roads here. It is so special. Through this tunnel. Wow. All right, now 0 to 100, guys. I am just resetting the draggy here. I'm not actually sure if it's gonna work under this tunnel, but this is the only place that's even possible to get to 100. So here we go, guys. Oh, go, 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 go. And that was 100, guys. Look, I don't think my draggy actually caught that, unfortunately. Oh, man. It actually feels pretty rapid once you get it up, though. It's just, the initial launch is a little bit, because it's the Wankel, it doesn't have much torque. You know, you really got to rev it out there. I kind of bogged it slightly there, but man, I think this is claimed something like 6.5, 7 seconds. Now I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys. So I have just been blown away since I've been here in Japan, and some of the cars I've been lucky enough to get into, it just really is life-changing. This particular RX-7, the FC, doing Touge on the mountain of Osaka, you know, initial D, the rotary, the manual, the turbo. I absolutely love this thing. You know, look, it's not a rocket ship, these cars, but it's just about the drive, it's about the mechanical feel, and this has it. This is definitely a classic a hero car of Japan for me, and I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We'll see you on that next video. Oh yeah.